Hey y'all, it's Karl with SHN Live, and in our introduction video, I promised I would teach you the basics of live streaming so you can start live streaming today. This video is just to introduce you to the free software we use and recommend for SHN Live broadcasts, Open Broadcaster Software, otherwise known as OBS. It can get you live on any platform, whether it be Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch, and improve the quality of your broadcast tremendously. If you want to learn more about live streaming, hit that subscribe button, and SHN Live can become your new best friend. So this is OBS opened in my desktop. If you need to download it, you can go to obsproject.com. It's available for Windows, Mac, and Linux. We are using the Windows 64-bit version. I'm just going to show you a demonstration of what OBS can do. But the first time you open it up, it's going to look a lot like this, just a black screen. And if you were to hit start streaming, you would stream a black screen. And you also, if we're opening it for the first time, you weren't going to start streaming unless you do some certain things. So we're going to show you how to get your broadcast looking like a professional broadcast using OBS, and we'll also tell you how to start streaming by the end of this video. So let's start by looking at the work area down here. Scenes are made up of sources. Here's your audio that sends what audio is going out in various levels and meters. You can mute them by clicking on the speaker here. If it's white, it is active. If it is red, it is inactive. Always make sure you know what you're sending out audio-wise. You don't want to have any hot mic situations in your live streams. This is your scene transition. We'll talk about how you transition from scenes later on in this video. And here are your controls, your start streaming, your start recording, your studio mode, and your settings. Before you actually live stream, we're going to have more in-depth training on each of these controls, but we'll just show you the basics so you can get started by the end of this video on how to stream. And I have already pretty much everything set up for an SHN Sports broadcast, with the exception of actual sports. So this is just a demonstration of what OBS can do for live streaming in OBS and how to use OBS in a popular workflow with SHN Live affiliates, which are SHN Sports affiliates. Here we already have scenes and sources set up. To add scenes, you just hit this plus button and you name your scene. You can name it whatever you want. Scene 1 and 2 are defaults. You can also add sources, and there are so many sources that there will be another tutorial video on how to add sources, but these make up what you see and hear. And if we go over here to controls, we can go into studio mode, and program is what it is called, that is going out live over the air. Preview is what is about to go live onto the air once you hit transition, and that's where these transition scenes come into effect. You can either fade or cut, and we'll get into that here in just a little bit. But that's just a little introduction to the bottom 5 work areas here. So we're going to take it out of studio mode and show you what an SHN Sports broadcast looks like. All of the following elements are free to improve your sports broadcast if you become an SHN Sports affiliate as part of the SHN Live affiliate program. Once again, for free to see how your stream can improve. So you want to start off with your pregame scene, and this is your stream will start soon video that we have in here. We've already added it in, and now people are starting to see the your stream will start soon video and hear the audio, which is EDM music that I picked out down here on the audio mixer. Our USB mixer, which I'm currently speaking through, is muted, but if I wanted people to hear me, you would just unmute it. But we don't really want people to hear us. So that's, again, where the hot mic situation can come up and hurt us. If you need to adjust the workflow areas, you can just move your mouse, and once it becomes a double mouse, it'll move left or right or up and down to change how you can view these 3 important areas. And now we're ready to show you what a stream would look like. If you wanted to go ahead and hit start streaming, you could start streaming, but the first thing you need on the start streaming here, and we're teaching you how to stream now, and this is a big thing, is go down to settings. And you're going to notice in settings, once we go to stream here, you have a stream key. And you want to make sure that if you're using YouTube, you click on YouTube for your service. If you're using any other service, you make sure it's selected or custom, and you can put in the server directions. But since we're using YouTube, YouTube. OBS knows how to go right to YouTube, so you just click on your service's YouTube. You can keep it on the primary server, and this stream key is from another broadcast, or if you're just opening it for the first time, it's probably blank. So we want to go to our live stream webpage. If you're streaming through SHN, we'll send you the key, but you just copy it, the stream key here, or you can make it where you highlight it and right-click and hit copy, but don't try and remember that and plug it in. Copy it, and then you can paste it. You can either use Control-V, or you can right-click and paste it in there. And if you want to double-check the email that SHN Sports sends you or the stream that you're currently using, you can go ahead and check out both ends. We know that that's right. We hit apply, and now we check our output, and we will go into these settings a little later. Our audio settings are down here. We can also edit those on the front end. This is sort of the back end. Here's video. We're going to be streaming in 1080, so we're going to need a good internet connection. And we have all that set up and ready to go. So now we have this streaming, and we can start streaming to the intended stream. If I had hit start streaming earlier, it wouldn't have worked because I didn't input the streaming code. So now we are streaming the Your Stream Will Start Soon video, and it has a silent scene at the very end, and now you can see that it is pumping out audio to our YouTube stream, and we are still muted. If we go here to our studio mode, we're going to prepare our next scene. It is still only showing the SHN Sports Your Stream Will Start Soon video, and you're only hearing the streaming soon video audio. So we want to set up our next scene, which we'll do right here, and I'll show you some of the other SHN Sports products that come with being an SHN Live affiliate, and that includes our scoreboard and our timer for the scoreboard. So we've already put all of these in. Again, if you needed to add sources, you would have all of these sources. We use several sources here, and we'll show you. First, we have our SHN Sports intro video. This won't become active until we hit transition. Once we hit transition, what's in preview will be in program and then on our actual live stream. So you'll see the SHN Sports intro here in a moment. We also have our SHN Sports logo, our timer that goes with our scoreboard. Some people elect not to use a timer. We're going to go ahead, maybe turn it off since we'll be in the pregame. We have another video that explains how to set up just our scoreboard for those of you that are going to be using it today. We have the Cowboys playing the Eagles, and we are not using the encoder right here, but we would be using the encoder if we had a camera pointed at a field. I am currently in my apartment. Hi, how you doing? So this is just how you can add video. And one quick thing about here in the source is if you want to move something like the webcam up that is taking up the entire screen, you now cover everything else. So by moving the webcam up, you see the scoreboard and the timer and the SHN logo, they're still active, as you can see with their eye. If you want to show that they're still active, I will now deactivate the webcam, and you see the SHN Sports things. But the scoreboard's no good if you are only watching the broadcast. So let's go ahead and, again, move these down. So now the SHN Sports intro would be on here. You'll see the intro here in a moment. The SHN Sports logo comes back as we move the logo above the webcam, or we're moving it down in this case. And then we move the webcam down again. The scoreboard comes back. And again, encoder would have been the video for the football field, but we don't have that on right now. If we are ready to go into the broadcast, we're already streaming and we're ready to start the live stream. We hit transition, and the intro will start up for SHN Sports. And this is part of the live stream right now. This is what everybody sees because we hit transition. This is an intro, and here we just have a glitchy effect, and then it comes into me with a transparent. That's called a .mov file for the intro, and you can kind of see me, hey, how you doing? And imagine that being maybe the field of play. We have a little video going on right here, and you'll see it lagging a little bit right here as we start it for the first time. Because this is a .mov running on a Windows, I would recommend you run all of your productions, not just .movs, but all of your productions through once. So OBS can get used to it. I don't know how to explain it any other way, but sometimes your videos can lag the first time that you play them. And we have the intro going right now. It's a little music, and then I can unmute myself. We still have this transparent SHN Sports, then it disappears. And hi, how you doing? I'm Karl Schoening. We are live here on our sports broadcast. If we need to stop the stream, we hit stop streaming. I always recommend recording with the stream so you have a file saved locally on your computer, and at any point you can take it out of studio mode. I'm going to go ahead and go back to the pregame. I'm going to end that and just say that I hope you guys enjoyed this video showing off some of the things that OBS does and some of the workflow that comes with the SHN Sports broadcast. We hope to have you as an affiliate or a subscriber to our channel, and we will see you on the next tutorial where we explain how to do anything else that you might want to do on OBS. If you want to recommend a video, just go ahead and put it in the comments, and we'll see what we can do about it.